already told you that total solar eclipses are extremely cool. But we actually are kind of unusual, probably in the entire universe, of having this special event where the size of our moon is equal to the size of the sun, at least in appearance. I mean, actually the sun is much, much bigger, but it's much, much farther away. So we live in this kind of a special place where total solar eclipses can actually occur. So how did that happen? Well, after the solar system formed, about 4.6 billion years ago, a young proto-Earth might have looked out at its friends and asked itself a troubling question. Does my moon look big to you? Yes. Actually, yes it does. Our moon is actually very large for our size. Compare it to our friends. Mercury, Venus don't have any moons, and Mars has two little potato-shaped moons that are likely captured asteroids. So our moon does look big. Why? What happened? Where did our moon come from? Why is it so large? And is it a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing at all, actually, because the moon regulates our tides, which might have been crucial for early life. The moon stabilizes our orbit, makes it more regular. That's good for life. The moon might minimize massive impacts, helping us a little bit avoid extinction from time to time. And the moon is a beautiful thing in the sky. It's a source of beauty, a source of the soul. It's a source of werewolves. So that's a good thing. So where did our moon come from? Why is it so big compared to our size? The moon, about 50 million years after the formation of the solar system, the moon formed when a Mars-like other object collided violently with the proto-Earth. This caused a huge explosion. Material was thrown into orbit, and some of that material coalesced and formed the moon. Now, the moon back then was much closer to the Earth, about maybe 5% the distance it is now, and it's slowly moving away, which means that back at the beginning of time, beginning of the Earth's history, when life was around, very early bits of life, the moon was much, much bigger, so it would have caused a total solar eclipse, but not as cool. It would have been blocking more of the corona, which is not as fun. But when animals were actually on the surface of the Earth, the solar eclipses looked more or less like it does now, about 500 million years ago or so. Now, the moon is still moving away from the Earth today at about 3.8 centimeters per year. That's slow, but it's still moving. So right now, the moon and sun are about the same size, even though the sun is much, much further away. It appears to be the same size in our sky. So that means that as time goes on, the moon will no longer be the same size as the sun. And in that case, we'll stop having solar eclipses. So sometime in the distant future, we will stop having total solar eclipses because our moon is too far away and no longer perfectly blocks the sun. How long? About 700 million years. We have plenty of time. But enjoy those 700 million years, because for right now, we may not be the center of the universe, or the center of our solar system even. We don't live in a special planet. Look at all the new exoplanets being discovered. But we have total solar eclipses. Has to make us feel a little special. So go out, celebrate the moon, celebrate the formation of the moon, celebrate our unusually large moon, and go see the total solar eclipse, August 21st, 2017. You'll thank yourself for it later.